Welcome and thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Jason Chessar. Today, I'll be interviewing a really good friend, colleague, and my personal mentor, Karen Milkeski. Now, you want to watch this video if currently in this economical times, sales is one of your highest priorities, because we know that sales equals income, and without that income, the more of a challenge you're going to face. Now, not only are we going to talk a little bit about sales, but Karen has this just incredible ability to translate it through a story in a manner in which everybody will understand, and so that you can see the rainbow at the end of this storm that we're currently in. So be sure to stay tuned. And of course, for more videos just like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button or like and comment down below. Welcome back. With me today, I have a good friend, colleague, and mentor, Karen Milkeski. Karen, would you mind taking a moment just telling us a bit about yourself and introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure, Jason, first of all, thank you so much for having me on the show. Super excited to be here. And yeah, a little bit about myself. In one form or another, I've been in sales or training for the past almost 30 years now. It's been a long time. And, for half of my career, I worked in a company in corporate America called Ricoh Corporation. And during that time, I was in a sales capacity, marketing capacity, and I ran their West Coast training division. And I have all kinds of life experience and growth, because prior to Ricoh, I started off in street sales. And that was selling fax machines, if you could believe that technology from way back when. And I had so many lessons, so many challenges, so many things that I was able to overcome to have sales success. And so I know that no matter what it is in life, what for me anyway, it's been overcoming obstacles all along the way. So my background is coming from working for a very small company in sales, starting off in 1987, a long time ago, to being in corporate America for almost, 12 years, and applying all that information to that, to being an entrepreneur now for almost 12 or 13 years, and totally shifting all that and taking everything that I learned from my previous experience to be able to help others in the fields of sales, mindset, and team development.
Well, thank you, Karen. I really do appreciate that. And that's actually one of the main reasons why I asked you to join us here today, is because obviously we're in the middle of the coronavirus. The countries are starting to lock down. We're all in self-isolation. And I feel it's now is more important than ever to be able to focus on sales, because I know a lot of businesses are struggling. So I know this is a topic, it's a hard one to discuss, but it's an important one. Even in the time of now, we need to ensure that our businesses can survive. So being that you were one of my first mentors and real ones who helped me break through in my area of sales, I thought you were the perfect person to interview. And so I guess my question would be, how does sales apply during a pandemic?
Thanks, Jason. First of all, it's been awesome to be on this journey with you, and you're a phenomenal student and colleague now, and it's been phenomenal to see your growth. So I want to say, so I just want to acknowledge you for that. And then, yeah, these are definitely changing times all over the world. And in some ways, I think while as challenging as it is, and challenging beyond anything that I could even measure for some people, honestly, there's also many gifts in this process. And so I've been trying to focus on, instead of reacting, responding to things, because I think that is so important. Mac Newton and Blair Singer taught me that, both my mentors many years ago, is that how it is we have a choice, right? So do I want to freak out and be along with other people that are freaking out? Or do I want to say, okay, this is definitely a challenging situation, and what can we do about it? So what I want to say along those lines is, one of the things I know that I can do about it is, I know that I need to take care of myself, because if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of other people. So one of the ways that I'm taking care of myself and properly socially distancing is doing outside exercise now, because of course my gym is closed. And that is a huge shift for me, because the gym helps me with my mindset and all that. So I'm like, how do I maintain all of that? Obviously it helps my physical fitness as well. So this morning I went on a bike ride. So I went on a bike ride, and I'm lucky enough to live here by the Pacific Ocean. So I go down the hill on my bike. All of a sudden I look to the right as I'm pedaling along, and there was this unbelievable rainbow. And I went, wow. With the financial industry crashing right now, or appearing to in so many different levels, with everybody being, so many people, I don't want to say, with so many people being laid off, losing their jobs, with all this chaos and people being in so much uncertainty, right? I'm going, there's a rainbow in all this. And I had the opportunity to take a picture of that rainbow and just go stay in complete gratitude for everything that I do have and for all the people that I know that are so healthy. So, do you want to say anything else to that, Jason? Because I can go on, because I want to continue this bike ride and share with you what else happened, but because I want to relate this to sales as well.
No, I appreciate that, because I know personally the importance of staying fit and staying healthy. I know it sounds crazy to some people, but how important it is to be physically healthy in order to be able to handle the sport of sales. And let's face it, I think Blair Singer, who you mentioned was your mentor, and my mentor too, mentioned to me the other day that sales is a contact sport, and it's amazing how it is. So I get it, but yeah, please, if you could tell me a little bit more about how the bike ride and healthy relates to sales, I think that'd be powerful for our audience.
So here it comes. So see this rainbow, absolutely gorgeous. Ocean's beautiful. Nobody's out there. Fabulous. Get back on my bike ride and I'm pedaling along. All of a sudden the rain's coming down, and it's coming down harder and harder and harder to the point that I'm soaking wet right now. And I went under some covering, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about how interesting this is in relationship to everything we're going through. We've had some incredible financial times the past 10, 11, 12 years, right? Times that we've never seen before, the way the stock market's grown and everything. A lot of people have had a lot of sales success. And there was that rainbow, right? Great times. And then all of a sudden rain starts coming down where it was completely unexpected. I live in Southern California. The song, "It Never Rains in Southern California," not true. And I'm going, okay, I can handle this rain, because like anything, like sales, you're going to have challenges. Maybe your sales challenges are you don't know how to sell. Maybe your challenges are you think you don't like sales, or that you're fearful that you're not going to be able to handle that objection, or you're not going to be able to handle the close. Honestly, folks, I'm here to tell you sales is really simple. Matter of fact, Blair did a post on this the other day too, is that you just have to find out what people want and give it to them. Obviously, you've got to have the ability to deliver whatever it is that they want, okay? But it's really, really that simple. And there's a lot of people out there that need a lot of things right now. So there I am under this cover, protecting myself from now the streaming rain coming down. And there's a time in our businesses that we need to do that too, right? There's a time that we need to kind of run for cover. I don't want to say run for cover, stay under cover until we could reassess things and see what that's going to look like for us. So then, which is exactly what I did, is I waited for the torrential rains to stop. And then it was still raining out, and I'm like, you know what? Now I'm going to continue. I'm okay. I'm already soaking wet. I'm okay with continuing my bike ride, getting even more wet, because in life, like in sales, like in business, you're always going to get rained on one way or another. It's how you address it that is so unbelievably important. And so I think that was a very good reflection of what's going on today for me. And then at the very end of my bike ride, the sun started to come out, because the sun will come out again. And there is sales hope for everybody. I don't care, I've worked with so many people, and Jason, I know you have too, that didn't even like to sell, didn't even think they could sell, and are now selling. And they're actually really, some of them are super successful at it. Some of them are they're doing good, but they know they need to get better, because it's practice. It's practice for all of us.
Yeah, and that is such a powerful story. And thank you for sharing that first off. Because I couldn't agree with you more. Like it really was a rainbow, sunny skies, and beautiful time. And then we got hit with that torrential downpour. And I was talking to a couple of clients yesterday, and one of them was just, "Oh, poor me, it's the end of the world, that's so bad." And I'm not downplaying the fact, and I don't think you are either, downplaying the fact that how challenging of a time we're in. I get it, and we're all facing it in different levels, but there's a lot of similarity between it. But what I hear you saying is, if we can step back and look at the situation, assess where we're at, we can also reassess what we need to do next, because the world has changed. Like we're not, we're in a new world, right? Now, maybe how you used to do sales was networking or building relationships, or maybe it was retail and you had walk-in traffic. Well, obviously those forms of sales right now are struggling, to say the least, or non-existent in some cases. But if we can reassess and look at, well, great, let's find out if I've heard you correctly, let's find out what our audience wants, or more importantly, needs. reassess how we can help, serve, and support, and then look back at our business and go, okay, how can we fulfill that need? We not only can survive through this current economic challenge, but even position ourselves to be better off in the end, because once the sun comes out again, there's depending on how we've handled this, will determine on when the sun comes out, if we're still hiding under the bridge or if we're facing it in a nice, shiny, open, beautiful sky.
Very well put. Absolutely right. I couldn't agree with you anymore, and really well put. Yeah, there I was under this awning, right? And it's like, what are you going to do? And yeah, what is that next step once the sun does come out again, right? But what is your next step also right now? How can you still allow yourself to go out in these uncertain times, move things forward so that when the sun really does come out, when we are on the other side of this, man, you're going to be in a phenomenal position, phenomenal to then really, really grow.
Well, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I want to respect your time as well. But before we wrap things up, I was just wondering, do you have any suggestions or next steps you would recommend for business owners or individuals who need to step up their sales or repivot? Pivot seems to be the word of the day lately, to pivot their business and adjust for these economical times so that they are in that phenomenal position. Do you have any words of wisdom on how to achieve that or what that would look like?
You know, Jason, I really appreciate you saying that. And this might sound like a sales pitch, and here I am, sales, right? Sales pitch, but it's not. It is what I know from my own experience and in working with people from all over the world, and I know you do too, because it's what we both do, is that get a coach. Get someone that you can work with, that you know, and I mean, that will help you go to the next step. Because what happens with us, I mean, I have three of them, and the reason I do is because I know that I can't see things always clearly myself, because I can get stuck in my own little voice, my own mindset that could limit me from doing bigger things that I really need to be doing. And so by working with somebody, whoever that may be for you, that will give you the support, give you the presence, ask you the questions like you're asking me today, right? Of what is it that you need to do? You'll be amazed in what will come out of you if you have the right person doing that to help you be resourceful yourself and get the answers. Because the challenge that people have right now, Jason, is it's not a one size fits all. Yeah. Everybody's going through different things in their businesses right now. And that's why I'm saying everybody's adjustment or everybody's pivot may be a little bit different depending on their situation. So if I had the biggest one for me, based on my experience, would be find somebody to work with that you resonate with, that you know that can help you, that will help you get the answers, find the answers, support you in the answers and their knowledge and their wisdom to help you move things forward. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. And I agree with you 100%. I have several mentors myself who've kicked my butt recently when I retreated inwards a little bit. So you're definitely speaking right to me there. So thank you for that. And if someone wanted to, if they loved what you're about, they love your approach, your analogy, and they wanted to talk to you directly and see if maybe you could be either support them or help them in their business or find out more about the next steps, how would someone go about getting in touch with you?
Oh, thanks, Jason. My website's the best, so at KarenMilesky.com. So KarenMileski.com.
Perfect. So you heard it there. If you want to meet an amazing individual, get some good insight and knowledge on sales, like I said, I've known Karen for, wow, I don't even know how long now, 6-7 years now. You and I have been in each other's life, and she has made a transformational experience in me. I haven't admitted this yet, but I actually went from 0 sales. I did sales for a year and 0 sales until I started working with Karen. I think it was an 8-week program. You started working on this for me and helped me get it in my own way, out of my own head. And so I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you. So if you
thanks, Jason. No problem. It is truly a pleasure and an honor. And thank you so much, Jason. And thank you so much for having me on the show.
Not a problem. And of course, for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below, or tell someone so that they can get more valuable information just like this. And until then, be safe, take care of your family, your tribe, and your community, and we'll see you on the next video.